to play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Good. 180. Sit. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, we're 33.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8-3. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the field.
They'll run on first down. Loss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Loss. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 87 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
36. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey!
On first down, loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2.
On second down now, loss. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
57 to Mike. Hey, you got to get this stop here, D.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
51. Bang, 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 bang. Protein spill.
They'll run on 1st down. Loss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, loss. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Here we go.
On first down, loss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Hey, team six.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So after the loss of 2, here's second and 12 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Loss. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll run on first down. Loss. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
218, chopper.
Second and 10. Throwing right and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's complete to White. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Ready, set.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His Goff's 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 9 is left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah,
but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Loss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. For a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Parkey with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind your clock. So you want
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kings. 57 to Mike. 57. Point it right. Get nervous. Bravo. Check Mike 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alpha.
First down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, loss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
61, matchbox right. Slow. No. 40's the line. Squeeze. Hey. Hey, Echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Howard. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Yeah. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand